Hi. Welcome to my live Christmas card tutorial. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 22 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my stamping blog, and my mailing list. And so my blog is www.stampingsmiles.com, and I invite you to subscribe to it, and my email list www.thestampersinsider.com. So again, welcome, and I'm excited. And so today I'm going to do something a little different. If you like modern meets traditional, you're really going to like my Merry and Bright card. All right, so let me go ahead and show you this bundle. And here we go. This is the Merry and Bright bundle. So we got the stamp set. And so we've had Christmas bulbs before, but what was different, the filaments. Oh, that is so cool. And then we've got the coordinating dies to go with it. So we have open dies to die cut the images, and then some intricate dies. This is cool. And so look for the special bundle item number so you can save 10% on both. It's always fun to save money. So how about we start with some stamping, because we will be stamping and die cutting. So we set this aside for a moment. And what I have here is some basic white cardstock. Basic white cardstock is fantastic to get a crisp, clean image because it has a smooth, tight finish. Of course we want that. So we're going to make bulbs in several colors, and all of my colors are coming from the Merry Bold and Bright Designer Series paper. This is what makes this so much fun. Look at these patterns. Cool, cool, cool. So we've got the bulbs that coordinate with, right, the round one. And then this one is that paper. And I showed this paper when I did my new catalog release, let's see, September through December 2023 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. And then the dots in all of the colors, smaller dots, big dots, and just select colors, and the trees. And so all of these are based in white. But when we look at the opposite side, we've got, there may be some white in there, but they're not based in white. And so you get that contrast. Okay. And so I chose all of my colors from here and then decided what paper I wanted to use after I had all of that stamped. Okay. So what I have here is a Flirty Flamingo classic stamping pad, and let's see who's checking in. Well, hello, Miss Roxanne. And yeah, this paper is awesome. One thing I like about this paper, it's fantastic for our Christmas cards, but a lot of those patterns will work for birthday cards and others, taking it beyond Christmas for sure. So with the Flirty Flamingo classic stamping pad, I'm going to pick this up and slide that in and get it out of my way. All right. No lid to mess with. And so I have this already mounted on a clear block B. And let's go over here, stamp. And I'm holding that a little bit extra long because I want a nice bold image. It's a solid stamp. That is looking good. We're going to leave this open. And these used to be clear because I used some colors like red. It stains them, but that's okay. So I'm stamping this to put my filament in there. I'm going to slow down, unlike last week, because I found I wasn't pressing over there. So we'll just slow down. So we've got that one. So we are done with the Flirty Flamingo. I push here, pull on that lip, and click. Now, if I were going to continue stamping with the Flirty Flamingo, I could just, keep going. But I'm going to change colors. So I need to clean this so I don't compromise my pads and get a funky color. So what I have here is a Simply Chamois, and I store it in a clear mount case. And this just cleans that right off. It doesn't take the stain away, but it cleans that off, and I'm ready for another color. And I store my Simply Chamois damp in a clear mount case because it keeps it damp. Okay, so our next color, all of these colors, like I said, are from the paper. So I've got the crushed curry. So we're going to pick this up, slide that in. Now I need to leave enough room because the die is going to come up. So we don't want to get too terribly close to them. All right. Good inking. Come over here. Press and repeat, right? There we go. Oh, so sharp. And our filament, we cleaned it. And the color on the color worked really well. Right now, it looked like I was about ready to stamp pink because it's stained. So I hesitated for a second. Yeah, looking sharp. All right, so let's push this in, pull, click. Did you hear that click? It's a good thing to hear the click, to know that it's closed. So back with our Simply Chamois. And so these start off with this lovely purple, but they quickly, because they take the ink, it stains it. And after a while, I will, if I do a lot of stamping with it, I go to my sink, rinse it out, and press out the water. I'm one of those people, if a little is good, more is better. And so I left it really wet one time. Don't do that. It didn't ruin it, but it didn't smell good. But thankfully, it rinsed right out. So damp. That's what you do. Okay, blueberry bushel. I didn't tell you the color. Blueberry bushel. All right, and we'll go about that same distance. And there we go. Really that's going to be tight. Oh, hey, when you're good, you're good. Oh, crack myself up. Okay, we're not done. Put that little filament in there. So if you were making this card or using this bundle to do your Christmas cards, you'd be making more than one. So do all the same color before moving on, because you don't want to sit there and be constantly cleaning, I wouldn't think. All right, so blueberry bushel, done. Granny apple green, and I've got some more basic white cardstock here. Boy, it's really hard not to call it whisper white, and I'm sure I do sometimes, because it was whisper white for over 20 years. Okay, so granny apple green. I got to stop shutting this. It's not going to dry out that fast. There we go. All right, and the filament, so we don't get some kind of weird funky color. And it does look weird when it's stained. You're looking at it going, am I sure that's granny apple green? But it sure is. All right, back with our filament. Cool. All right, and one more, because Grandma always said you do things in odd numbers, so we will have 5 of the Christmas lights. Okay. And Melon Mambo. Pretty cool. Okay. We won't bother cleaning the last one. Here we go. And voila. All right. Pretty easy to do. This one didn't have a learning curve. Last week I was telling you, on that card, I had a little learning curve. Trying to stamp the tires, the fill for the tires. This was just seamless right away. Okay, so now we need to do some die cutting. And for that, I have my Stampin' Cut in an emboss machine. And we'll use those side abs, get a little bit of a workout. Okay, so I'm all excited because I got this big silicone black mat. And only thing is my little logo isn't staying necessarily straight, but adhesive will just come right off of it. So I can have a link. I'll have to make a note of that. Later under the video, I can have a link to share that with you, because I got one for my craft desk that I like so well that I got one to leave on this table that I use for my videos. Okay, so now what we need to do is build up what's called a sandwich so we can die cut with those thin metal dies. And for that, we start with plate number 1. Of course, included with the purchase of a Stampin' Cut and emboss machine. And then that plate number 2 makes it a little bit thicker. Then we have a plate number 3 that gets etched up because it's cutting into it. All right, and we need our cardstock. So one thing I want to show you about the dies that's pretty sweet is that you get 2 of both of the ornament ones, because they figured you probably wouldn't be doing just one ornament. You could be, but this is going to save some time. Okay, so let me do this. I can always turn it after. I have here some washi tape. And actually, this is pretty, I use it over and over, and I like it once it's not quite as sticky, because with all the pressure that gets put on when it goes through, I have actually torn the cardstock. So I like that it's not, quite as sticky. Here, let's put this over here. And this raised edge, that's the cutting edge. That raised, okay, there we go. It's the cutting edge. So I want to center this around my stamped image. Hold that still. All right. And with that tape on there, then I can move it around. And so we finish with another plate number 3. And even though I have the tape on, I want to set it on here and not scoot it. There we go. All right. So let's see what we have. Because I'm not at the same angle, obviously, I would be doing if I were stamping alone and not demonstrating. Ooh, okay. Fantastic. Love that little bit of white that goes around it. We'll use that again. For me, I have to take the washi tape off each time, because if I try to leave it on there, I just can't see like I'd like to, the die. All right. Oh, fantastic. So cool. So just hang out with me and we'll do this a couple more times. But it does save some time, doesn't it, having another die. My washi tape is getting to be really not much sticky, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll keep working. I have more. I could always run over there and get more. Okay, we got that one. Okay, that's what's nice in my craft room. Can run and get more. Okay. Center around there. Fantastic. Oops. Okay, see, I told you it's not so sticky anymore. I'm going to do exactly what I just said. I'm going to go and grab another piece. Okay. I'm back. All right, so, but you know what? I was telling you that I like it once it's not quite so sticky. Let's take away a little bit of the stickiness just by putting it on my finger and taking it off. Okay, because I really don't want to tear. Post-it notes work really well, and I've never had a post-it note do that. Okay, fantastic. All right, and our cutting pad. All right. Oh, my Stampin' Seal decided to jump ship. I'll be trying to retrieve that after a little bit. Oh, that's the one I just did. That really worked by taking some of that stickiness away first. All right. Oh, helps if I put it. There we go. Our crushed curry. And then our melon mambo. All right. These are just as cute as all get out. All right, one more. One more. Okay, and I have to say, I'm really pleased with how well they're coming out. I shouldn't have said anything till I was all done though, right? That would have been the smart thing to do. Okay. And then our cutting pad again. And the directions are printed right on these cutting pads. You don't have to memorize what I just told you. They're printed on there for you to follow. Okay. Let's have a look. And there we go. Fantastic. Our 5 bulbs. So now there are 2 ways to do the tops of the bulbs. You can, let me bring this back. I could stamp them, and there's a coordinating die to die cut them. But instead, I chose to use the detailed ones. Here we go. And there are 2, which will be very helpful. All right. Stick those back down. Okay. And for this, I chose for the tops. I thought silver would be really pretty, but this is going to add, like, oh, this is so cool. This is the silver and gold adhesive back glimmer paper. That's an online exclusive. The only place you can find it is, online under the online exclusives. And I used the gold before, and this is adding such a nice touch. So let's go ahead. There we go. And just place it on there. Okay. And our cutting pad. And, oh, I just shifted the whole thing, just exactly what I said I didn't want to do. We'll back up. Let's see, Miss Roxanne. At least you know where it is. Oh, still working in your craft room. Too many distractions. Yeah, it did take time. I had this remodeled. I put a lot of thought into where everything went. And it's convenient. I have a lot of things that are right at my fingertips. My die cutting stuff on a raised surface, because I always stood up to die cut anyway. The only time I sit down is when I'm doing a video. And I'm excited for you to see these. Okay. I have my take your pick tool. And we'll just push that out. There we go. And it has the adhesive on the back will peel off. But that looks so cute. Wait till you see it on the ornaments. And so we get to do, like I said, 2 at a time on here. So let's push this back. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can roll it either way. Well, that's a long discussion of what's wrong with me. But I always want to come back and go from left to right. Okay. So we've got 2. We just need 2 more. All right. Well, better than last week. I figured out what went wrong last week, and so that's good. Usually when you learn, something goes catastrophically wrong, you don't forget those lessons. And so I know what went wrong, and we are good to go. Okay. And, okay, I'm going to be fancy dancy and go from right to left. How about that? I'm going to push this out of just the one because we only need 1 more. Now I'm off camera. I use cutting pads. Okay, that backing's already off. That'll be good. I'm using cutting pads that are older than dirt, and I'm able to keep using them. I use the same one on the bottom all the time. And the top, what I do is I try not to go in the center all the time. And you can flip them over, and they really last. And so, but those are, they don't look as great because they're so etched up. So I have another set for camera. But the older set, anyway, what I was going to tell you was the sticky stayed on that plate. And so I just took it right off. It was pretty cool, and it didn't work on here. All right, so let's go backwards. And with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, with this intricate stuff, one pass through is all it takes. You don't need a special plate, just one pass through. It is an incredible machine. Oh, and the sticky came off and stayed on there this time too. So we'll just push that out. That's convenient. All right, so let's put aside my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And you're gonna just love the glittery top to our ornaments. Okay, so we have all of our ornaments right here. Christmas bulbs, they're not ornaments, they're Christmas bulbs. You know, I tell people all the time, if this communication thing's going to work, you're gonna have to listen to what I mean and not what I say. A lot of truth to that though. All right, a couple of these I need to get the backing off. Like I said earlier, it all stuck, so I didn't have to even think about this. Okay. Just got to get it going, but I love that the adhesive's already on here. Okay, if this doesn't cooperate, we're just going to use some snail. It's not snail anymore either. It's not Whisper White, and it's not snail. It's seal. Okay. And oh, because it's not there. That's the one the backing's already off. I'm okay. Really, I am. I would have been here all night and that wouldn't have happened. Oh, for Peter's sake, Shelley. All right. Now that one, let's see. Now that doesn't feel sticky at all. Okay, there's the difference. The sticky's off on this one. Sorry, like I said, they all stuck and I didn't see them like that. Okay, this I can see oh, look how easy that comes off when there's actually something there. Oh my goodness. Life is good. And that, okay, I can see all the scratches in it from the cutting plate. Oh yeah. Okay, so you're gonna love the adhesive back because that's a small area. Push this out. And the Take Your Pick tool, what a wonderful thing to have. It has different ends. The most used end I have is probably this one, I'm sure. I want to stick this on my dies. Wouldn't want to accidentally throw that away. Okay, so that's on the dies. And this one still has the paper on it. Yep. There we go. How cute are these? See if we can get it to catch in the light a little bit. The glimmer. Very sharp. All right, so let's put aside our 5 ornaments. And oh, so colorful. There we go. And you know what? Let me grab that Stampin' Seal that went flying. Fantastic. Okay, this is when I'm glad I don't have pajama bottoms on or something, right? All right, so I've got some more basic white cardstock. And now we're going to use the nice big string for the lights. It's so cute. And I'm going to do shaded spruce. Here, let me show you on the paper. And that made sense, right? That the string would be green because they are for our trees. You know, so they blend in and the lights stick out better. Now they made all of the tops shaded spruce too. And I thought, no. I wanted mine to have that spark of color. So, you know, whatever pleases you. What does Miss Patricia have to say? At least you aren't trying to take a non-existent contact lens out of your eyes like I did one time. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not fun. Okay, shaded spruce. Let's pick this up. And go ahead and ink this up. There we go. Go ahead and close that. And come along here. And I needed this nice big block for this. All right. And there we go. Isn't that fantastic? All right. And so I'm going to have you help me decide. I was trying to pick different colors. I mean, I made a decision, but I want to show you the other color that I was working with for the base. All right. And so this, oops, that's going to work well. Let's come back over here. You know, I just placed them on there. I didn't press anything together. That would be smart. So now it's arranging our ornaments. Let me turn them over so I can see what colors. Okay. I'm not going to press down because I have to make sure everything stays within my palette. Oh, Miss Catherine, awesome card is what she said. Thank you. Wait till you see it done. It is. It's so cute, this stamp set. This is at the very beginning of the mini catalog. You open it up, it's like, oh, that is adorable. So, boy, I really fooled with this. I could get 4 on here really well. The 5th one was challenging. I thought, well, Grandma said odd numbers. I can't do 4. I mean, I could, but, you know, got thinking about Grandma. And 3 just felt too sparse. So then but I'm not ready to glue anything down yet, but layer that on here. So now I have room for, I need the shaded spruce back. My greeting I chose to put together from here. Let me show you. You've got a lot of choices. You can have a, you know, Merry Christmas, have a, oh, let's see, have a Happy Christmas to you and yours, a Merry and Bright Christmas, and then you have Holly Jolly, Santa was here, love, and see, I was thinking that filament looked like a heart. I don't know where I thought that. Huh. Well, forget that idea because I was thinking, oh, that would go with the love. Anyway, so back with the shaded spruce. Because I wanted the blue to really stand out, and this worked really well. And so I've got room right here. And I just put them both on together instead of trying to stamp one and then line up the other. I thought, oh, and it works out so well when we can put them all on one of the clear amount blocks. So there we go. All right, so this is what I plan to use because I use the colors from here. I'm going to go ahead and I can put this piece down. I don't want to press the light bulbs yet. I can go ahead and put this down. It won't hurt. So put my finger where it's a little opaque and 1 inch in each corner. Works really well for me when everything's flat, meaning no embossing or some ribbon behind it or anything. There we go. And I just wasn't loving it. Sorry. It just was so much white. So I decided to turn it over and went, oh, I love the contrast. And, but instead of that pattern, just want to show you my thinking, how it all came together. This, isn't that cool? All right. And so we'll put this on more of the blueberry bushel. But what I was looking at doing was all that on the green, with the green. So let's bring, so, you know, it's so funny. I was pretty much done. It was just picking the paper. And I had the green. And I think that's okay. But for me, you'll have to tell me what you prefer. That's why I was showing you. But for me, it ended up being, I really like the blueberry bushel. So let's go ahead and put 1 inch in each corner again with our Stampin' Seal. I thought it'd be also, oh, you know what? I wanted that blue to the top. There we go. All right. Instead of just sticking this down, we're going to use my favorite adhesive, which often feels like an accessory, the Stampin' Dimensionals. And this is it's not a big piece, but it's a sizable piece. So let's give it some support in the center with another one. Fantastic. That one's already some of these are already peeling up. Maybe they all are. I don't have to use my little, okay, that one. My little trick. Press your thumbnail in the center. It makes that edge pop up like the others. And then I will center that. What I want to do is make sure, let's turn it over. Okay, nothing is going, I turned it over to make sure nothing was going outside. I need this to fit into the envelope. But I do like, for die cut images or something I've hand cut, I think it's a lot of fun when it goes off of this piece, but as long as I can fit it all into the card. And there we have our merry and bright modern card with, some of the tradition. But I think this is just adorable as all get out. And so, hey, I'm going to hang around. Let me come back and see if you have any questions, about this card or anything else, except for what I weigh. I probably won't tell you that. Well, I will. I'll just lie to you. Okay. Thank you, Miss Roxanne. She says, very sweet card. I appreciate that. Let's see. Here we go. There, see, that's what she said. I thought that was a cool feature I can do with this. And so, going on this month, I absolutely love what I do. And, oh, thank you, Miss Patricia. She loves this. Oh, hey, let's do that. I don't have to, I can just show what people are saying. That I love what I do. And, I would love to have you join my team, and I can help you, show you how to grow a business. And I've got a really fantastic way to get you off to a fast start that's super easy, and everyone will have a great time to do your first party or your first class and get you going. So in October, there's a special Stampin' Up! Is having for their 35th anniversary. And there are two choices. For the 35th, you can either take 35% off the starter kit, which is only $99 to start with. So that brings it down really inexpensive. I have the numbers here, but or you could add 35% more in products for that same $99. So a fantastic to join, and I would love to have you join my team, and would be really thrilled to help you, I've been doing this for 22 years. I have a lot of experience that I can help you with, to start your own stamping business and make some extra money. Who wouldn't love that? So anyway, I would love to have you join my team. And for that, it is www.startmybusinesswithshelly.com. Of course, you're welcome to call, email, or text me with questions first. So I'm looking to see if anyone has any questions. Of course, the holiday catalog is still going on, and everything I showed you in stock. Nothing was even in low inventory. So everything is in stock. And so you'll be able to go ahead and do this. Yes. Yeah. It is an awesome special for new demonstrators, for anyone who had been thinking about it. Like, what a great time. And what I like about this time of year too, is you can get yourself settled in and be ready for celebration in January and February. They haven't announced it, but we always have celebration. For 22 years. We have more than 22 years. We had it before I was a demonstrator. So, a great time to join. Like I said, get yourself established and be ready to really go at it in January and February with celebration, because who doesn't love that? All right. So I'm looking to see if there are any questions. All right. Well, I am so enjoying our Tuesday evenings together, and I hope you are too. And so I look forward to seeing you again next time. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.